Jill,
Tegan,
Paxton,
Kaylin.
and we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union.
We were all able to get car loans through CalCoast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the CalCoast advantage to us.
Shop GTM stores in Lemon Grove, Santee, and Otay Mesa and discover bargains on thousands of brand name home, office, and personal items at savings of up to 70% below other retailers. For coupons, directions, and more, go to gtmstores.com. GTM.
Can you make this cake for my daughter's birthday?
Donna realized her network was surprisingly slow. So she switched to Metro PCS and got her family 4 lines with unlimited high-speed data for $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
As that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Caitlin, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
From inside the Valley View Casino Center in America's finest city, San Diego, California, this is the road to the Ron Newman Cup, the Pacific Division Championship for the 2017-18 season between the visitors from the Pacific Northwest, the Tacoma Stars, and your San Diego Sockers. A very warm good evening from me, Nate Abaurea. My broadcasting colleague Craig Elston is on assignment. The San Diego Sockers have got a simple task. It's not exactly simple to attain. They must win tonight, and then they must win that thing that we know is the mini game. Tacoma came out like gangbusters on Thursday night up in the state of Washington, winning 5-2, setting up a must-win situation for the Sockers tonight at home, 11-0 inside this building in the regular season. So you'd think a 12th victory would be something, would be attainable for Phil Salvaggio's team. But even if they were to attain that 12th victory for the season overall here inside this arena, the first of the postseason, they would still have to win the 15-minute mini game. It all goes back to nothing once that mini game comes around. The Sockers need to get there first. The task at hand is defeating Tacoma over 60 minutes. The same Tacoma team that won 5-2 back on Thursday night with goals from Philip Lund, Nick Pereira, Taylor Walter Bond, Jamal Cox, and Raphael Cox got in on it against the 6 attackers of the Sockers at the end of that game. The game was tied at 2 at halftime on Thursday night. Tacoma jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Felipe Gonzalez and Craig Giles got goals back for San Diego, and that was it. 3-2 Stars, 4-2 Stars, 5-2 the final, a fourth quarter blitz. It was 2-all at the end of 3 quarters in that game in Tacoma just a couple of nights ago. But here on Saturday, March the 10th, 2018, it's the Sockers in front of their home fans, perhaps for the final time this season. We'll get to that and a whole lot more around the Ron Newman Cup playoffs as the broadcast progresses. Business at hand for the Sockers this evening, beating Tacoma over 60 minutes, getting it to the minigame, and then winning the minigame. Bringing the starting lineups now. First off, for the home team, managed by Phil Salvaggio, a 19-4 record overall, 19-3 in the regular season, 0-1 thus far here in these playoffs. For manager Phil Salvaggio, the lineup looks like this. Christoph in goal, Raimundo Contreras and John Sosa, the defenders. Hiram Ruiz, also known as Pollo, in the midfield wearing the number 63. Brian Farber wearing the number 7 out of the wing as well, and Craig Giles up top wearing the number 37. Festive atmosphere, white towels overhead, the rally towels they like to call them around the state of California. Sockers fans are lively. Nick Pereira is in the center circle, a man that San Diego fans know oh so well, a man that Chris Toth knows oh so well, one of his best friends in the whole world, his former roommate, former beach soccer teammate. Toth and Pereira going head to head yet again this evening, and we are underway. Danny Waltman gets his first touch and goal for Tacoma. Never shy to have the ball at his feet. The Tacoma netminder. Sometimes can be a double-edged sword. Saw a couple of mistakes the last time Tacoma was in this building lead to Soccer's goals. A couple of mistakes from Waltman. See if the pressure that the likes of Farber and Boyo can put on him can be enough. Here's Boyo! It's saved by the leg of Waltman. Just the standing left leg there. Not sure how much he really knew about it. Just good positioning. Giles was waiting for it. A man from Medellin, Colombia, John Sosa, chips forward for Ruiz. Sosa back on it now, up against the boards. And Tacoma's going to head the other way with Pereira. Beautiful win of the tackle. Great first challenge there from Farber. Knocks it all the way back to Toth. The Sockers are flying forward. Looking like a team with intent right now. As we've played a minute here in this playoff match. We're tracking back from Brandon Escoto into the game for the first time. Bring you the rest of that Tacoma lineup as this one goes out of play. It's going to be Soccer's ball. Waltman in goal. Troy Peterson and Robert Palmer, the two defenders from the start. Joey Jertson and Rafael Cox in the mid. Nick Pereira up top. Already a couple of substitutions for each side. But look out for those 5 field players throughout the evening. The critical roles for Tacoma: Peterson, Palmer, Jertson, Cox, and of course, big bad Nick Pereira up top. Felipe into the game for the first time. Felipe Gonzalez, San Jose, California native, Soccer's fan favorite. Part of this organization quite some time, big part of this community. Gonzalez not happy with the foul call against Juan Oliveira. LSO got a nice hot streak at the end of the regular season. Can carry that into tonight. Pretty much every Soccer's player was shut down in Tacoma on Thursday. Just those 2 goals from Felipe Gonzalez and Craig Giles. 5-2 Tacoma won on Thursday. We're scoreless with 2 minutes gone by here on a Saturday night in San Diego. Gonzalez collects across the red line. A little nutmeg there, but no harm done. Boyo's on it again. Gonzalez forced that one. Some beautiful nifty move around the boards from Philip Lund. This one's launched forward. Pereira. This is the kind of stuff he dreams of right there. Those long balls over the top. It's where he's at his best. It's where the size comes into play. You see on cue, another long ball for Pereira as he's fighting and commits the foul. And Toth, just for good measure, makes a nice one-handed save against his good friend. Make no mistake about it, Nick Pereira is a lot more than just a big lug up top that you can launch long balls to. He's a total footballer. Outdoor, indoor, on the beach, futsal, it don't matter. Nick Pereira's a baller. He's also a pretty big dude, and they like to utilize that aerial prowess when possible. Sockers are going to get a gift here. About 3 minutes gone in this game. A delay of game leads to a free kick. We'll see if Childs can place it past Waltman. Get the Sockers on the scoreboard early. Got for Matt Clare waiting on this near side to Childs' left. It's Craig Childs. And it's a beautiful goal on that far side. And it's Brandon Escoto. 12:02 left here in the first. The Sockers off to a flying start. Patience from Childs. Didn't panic. Looked to his right and saw Escoto. And a beautiful one-time finish roofed past Danny Waltman. Escoto christens the scoreboard. And the Sockers have a 1-0 lead.
Sockers goal! Scored by number 19, Brandon Escoto. Assisted by number 37, Craig Childs. Time of the goal, 2:58. Again for the Sockers, the goal by Escoto from Giles at 2:58.
Just under 3 minutes into this game, the Sockers strike first. The captain, the pride of Poway, Craig Giles, with a nice little dish. Brandon Escoto, from just across the border in Tijuana, Mexico. Another fan favorite here with the Sockers. Toth pulls the trigger and saved by Waltman. Chris Toth pulled a little page out of the Waltman playbook, and now here's Tovar just wide of Waltman's right post. Sockers coming out with a purpose. It's got to be a foul. Contreras wants a blue card. You hate to see that. Contreras has a case, but that pantomime, the gesticulation of pleading for the card. It was a quick claim from Ray Contreras, but the Sockers are going to have to settle for just the free kick. You understand where Contreras is coming from there. Very well could have been a blue card. Sosa lining this one up. Boyo the next closest. It's John Sosa. Sosa otra vez? No. High and wide from Tovar. Great energy in the building right now. Smaller crowd than we had last week when over 5,200 were on hand. That regular season finale against the El Paso Coyotes, but the crowd that's in here tonight, well, it might be a little smaller in numbers, certainly not smaller in energy and enthusiasm. Stoppage on the floor, and a blue card being shown to whom?
Time to make some noise. Your Sockers are going on a UC San Diego Health Power Play.
We understand that the Sockers are on a UC San Diego power play. We just don't exactly know why. Some of the Tacoma players were curious as well. But the towels are waving high. Childs is telling everyone to just calm down a little bit. Saying, hey, let's be patient on this power play. Let's work something. Let's be smart. Let's get it started.
Penalty, a bench minor, 2 minutes for too many men on the field. Time of the penalty.
There you go, a minor for too many men on the field. So it's a team penalty, per se. Here's Childs. The red line fakes the shot. Back to John Sosa, just wide. Matt Clare. Back across to John Sosa. Sockers on the power play for the first time tonight. Leading 1-0. Escoto, the man who scored the goal, passes to the man who assisted him, Craig Giles. Giles to Sosa, Luan Oliveira. Lackadaisical stuff from LSO. Sees the stars. Clear down to the other end. Toth collects. Here's Sosa. Here's Escoto. Here's Giles. Good closing from Tacoma. Back to Sosa. Giles. Shot blocked. This one's cleared. Collected by Toth. 70 seconds gone from this power play, 50 remaining. Sosa across the midfield stripe. Over to Escoto. Loves to drop that shoulder and cut back onto that powerful left foot. Instead, he played one off the boards. LSO collects now. John Sosa at the red line. Matty Clare. Sliding block. Beautiful stuff from Peters. Toth all the way to the halfway line to collect. 30 seconds left in the power play. Sosa forward to Giles. Greg Giles squared up. All over to LSO. He thought about volleying it. Thought better of it. Traps. Pulls down. Giles in space. Shot scuffed wide. Second chance for Giles. Scuffed again. Was there a foul? Was there another foul? This time the whistle blows, and it blows against Brandon Escoto. Waltman and Escoto collided. Danny Waltman slow to get up. Waltman good to go now. Said it on the Unnamed Soccer podcast the other day with our good friends Darren Smith and Jordan Caruth, two fine San Diego Soccer celebrity match alumni. Call them both Mr. Caruth and Mr. Smith. Friends from the mighty 1090. Talked about Danny Waltman the other day as the power play comes to a close for the Sockers. Get back to Waltman in a second. Here's Sosa. Here's Matt Clare. Another sliding block. Bodies are falling all over the place. Long ball forward now to Hansen. Hansen gives chase and gets there before John Sosa. Good tracking back from Luan Salas Oliveira. Defense, not exactly something most associate with LSO as far as the strengths go. Showing that he's a complete package there, a team player. One of the most dangerous attacking weapons that the Sockers have. He tracked back almost the full length of the field to help defensively there. Beautiful pass to the outside of the foot from Pollo. Ruiz fights back for it again. Cesar Cerda into the game for the first time. Felipe Gonzalez, with 8 minutes left here in this first quarter, plays it back to Toth. Finishing up on Danny Waltman. Same for any fans familiar with the Mexican national team, with El Tri and the lineage of goalkeepers for the Mexican national team. Danny Waltman's kind of a mind blower. He looks, at least with the hair and the diving saves, he looks like Memo Ochoa, Mexican goalkeeper Guillermo Ochoa. He plays very much like iconic Mexican goalkeeper Jorge Campos. And he's not shy when it comes to bright-colored goalkeeper kits as well. Wearing a rather muted gray this evening. Waltman always down with the neon, with the fluorescent colors, so little page out of the Campos book there, but I really mean that. He has the look of Memo with the hair, the iconic curly fro on the top of the head, and the sprawling diving saves. He's not the biggest goalkeeper by any means. You look at Chris Toth in the other net, but Waltman makes up for it with all the athleticism in the world. But the Jorge Campos comparison comes from Waltman's just utter fearlessness when it comes to playing with his feet. We talked about it being a double-edged sword. We saw it as a double-edged sword the last time Tacoma was in this building. But Waltman don't care. He's going to keep doing what he does best. He scores goals from time to time. He notches assists more frequently than any other goalkeeper in this league. And when it comes to entertainment value, when it comes to the price of admission being well worth it, Danny Waltman is one of those guys that can make that a certain thing. 7:50 left here in the first quarter. Lone goal in this game came 2:58 in. It was scored by Brandon Escoto. It was assisted by Craig Childs. We're back underway. Ruiz tucks it down into the corner. Good work from Farber off the ball to get to it. You've reached the halfway mark of this opening period. Raimundo Contreras across the red line. Scuffs the shot. It comes down to Farber, who heads it to space. There was just no Sockers player there. Tripping over the ball there and tumbling was Jamal Cox. Not a disaster in the end of it. Tacoma content with letting the Sockers possess. Keeping numbers behind the ball. They trail 1-0, but again, a mountain to climb for the Sockers tonight. Tacoma in the advantageous position with the lead in this series. In case you're just joining us, the Sockers must win over 60 minutes tonight and force the thing that some people love, some people hate. Certainly a niche. It's the mini game. Childs, first time. The ball finds its way to Gonzalez. Here's Matt Clare! 2-0! There's a star man scoring with his right. His name's Matty Clare, and he's dynamite. 6:20 left, first quarter, 2-0 Sox. Chaos near Waltman's goal. Keeper was scrambling. Tacoma players were scrambling. Matt Clare says, I'm in fine balance. Measured, perfect, low and high, up on the boards. Climb those things, baby. 2-0 Sox, 6:20 left. Matt Clare doubles the advantage for the Sockers. Here's Tovar, it's wide. Tacoma flying forward, good tracking back from Escoto. Here's Cesar Cerda. Back over to Pollo. Pollo gives it away. Tacoma blasting forward the other way with Lund. Lund in the corner going at it with Cesar Cerda. Now going at it with Farber. Lund going at it with everybody. In contact with 3 different Sockers players in the span of about 3 seconds. That's what you call getting in the mix. Nothing wrong with it. Just a foul in the end of it. Giles. Claire. Cesar Cerda. Zé Roberto. This is Cerda now. Deep end in full voice. Crowd continues to file in. A few of the late arrivers joining a raucous crowd. A fine party on a Saturday night in SD. Is this one going to stay in on that far side? It will. Matt Clare makes sure of it. Matt Clare just ran straight in to a Tacoma player. He did a good job selling that call. He draws the foul. He's LSO. Here's Childs with his back to goal. Here's Cesar Cerda. Matt Clare, scorer of that fine goal moments ago. To the Sockers' trusty netminder, Chris Toth. Toth waiting for things to clear up a bit. Now plays it to Childs, who's got to come back all the way across the red line to collect. No foul on Childs there. Instead, picking up the pieces was Bond. Taylor Bond. And a foul called. Free kick Tacoma. Pereira, a little out of his comfort zone here. Just keeps dribbling that thing back. He likes to play with his back to goal, but Pereira collected the thing about the red line, dribbled all the way back across his own, into his own half. Here's Pereira again, collecting with his back to goal. This one skips by him, though. Good pesky work there from Cerda. This one's down to McNeely. Serena, of course, does double as a hockey venue, the home of the San Diego Gulls, and if there's one player that looks like he'd fit in just perfectly as a San Diego Gull, or really as a member of any hockey team, it's certainly Evan McNeely. McNeely currently up, I should say back, marking Eric Tovar. McNeely in the middle right there. The big bearded number 20 at center back. Oh, and it's Tovar, and it's blocked by McNeely. Kick save and a beauty. This one's collected by Danny Waltman, who kind of just shakes his head, saying, what's going on here? Wake up, Tacoma Stars. Oh, Tovar was in acres of space, and Escoto was thinking line change. Oh, dear, and Tovar straight to the bench, and you see Tovar immediately going to his teammates saying, look up, lad. Tovar was wide open at the red line. Soccer's got to move on with life, though. Here's Sosa. What a save by Waltman. Oh, ricochets back to Childs, and it trickles into the palms of Waltman. 2:20 left here in the first quarter. Fun night already. Pereira, not quick enough. They're not giving Nick Pereira any time on the ball. The Sockers doing a mighty fine job thus far, neutralizing this dangerous attacking weapon that Tacoma have. Man who started this MASL season playing in Syracuse. Actually, to be more specific, he started his MASL season playing here at the Valley View Casino Center as a member of Syracuse. traded a couple weeks later. Picked up by Tacoma. He's been all around this league, Nick Pereira.
Fans to take home a Soccer's black jersey during tonight's black jersey silent auction taking place in the Soccer's merchandise booth. Bidding will end at the end of tonight's third quarter. Good luck.
Raimundo. Across that Kaiser Permanente logo, back to Toth. Minute and a half left in the first quarter. Soccer's 2, Stars nada. Childs collects beautifully and says, here, why don't you try, Chris? Toth does a decent job. His chest on the bounce. Long ball from Claire for Childs. He knows these boards as well as anyone. Plays the carom perfectly. Off the boards to Claire. Claire's going to probably bring this one back to Toth. He does so with his knee. Under a minute left here in the first. Escoto, nifty move. Knocked off at an obstruction call against Palmer. Palmer not thrilled with the call. Thought it was fair. Maybe the angle could have been better. Either way, it's a good set piece opportunity here for the Sockers. They scored off a set piece to open the scoring in this game. It's Childs assisting Escoto. You see Escoto tucked away in that corner. Childs is right. That's where he scored that goal from. Back about 3 minutes into this thing. Instead, it's Felipe Gonzalez. Shot wasn't a great one. Back across the face. Look out for Escoto. Craig Childs deflected. Felipe Gonzalez. Back to the point, and Raimundo Contreras. Childs. All the way back to Toth. Half a minute left before the horn. Escoto. Oh, he wants to go at McNeely. He wants to dip that shoulder and shoot. Oh, what a moment! Goal! Go on, Brandon! No time to dip the shoulder. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Top bins with finesse. Oh, what a goal for Escoto. 3-0 Sockers, 22.9 left here in the first quarter. Have yourself an opening 15, Brandon Escoto. My, oh my.
San Diego Sockers goal! Scoring his second goal of the match, number 19, Brandon Escoto. Assisted by number 3, Raimundo Contreras. Time of the goal, 14:38. Again for the Sockers, the goal by Escoto from Contreras at 14:38.
12 seconds left in the quarter. Sockers want one more. Toth telling everybody to get forward. He launches this thing up for Farber. Knocks it down with the shoulder. Tovar may have taken it off of Cerda there. 2-1, and the horn sounds. Fine opening 15 for the San Diego Sockers. They got to beat Tacoma over 60 minutes and then win the minigame. Look well on their way for the first task. Still a long way to go in this thing. We head to break here at MASL TV. Again, your score after one quarter. Sockers 3, Stars 0. Back after this. Stay tuned.
Michelle, Tegan, Paxton,
Kaylin.
and we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union.
We were all able to get car loans through CalCoast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the CalCoast advantage to us.
Shop GTM stores in Lemon Grove, Santee, and Otay Mesa, and discover bargains on thousands of brand name home, office, and personal items at savings of up to 70% below other retailers. For coupons, directions, and more, go to gtmstores.com. GTM.
Can you make this cake for my daughter's birthday?
Donna realized her network was surprisingly slow. So she switched to Metro PCS and got her family 4 lines with unlimited high-speed data for $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Welcome back inside the Valley View Casino Center. Nate Abaurrea here with you on MASL TV. YouTube, your home for San Diego Soccer's action all season long. And here into the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Soccer's 3, Stars 0. Pleasure and a privilege to be with you this evening. 2 goals in that first quarter. Bookends from Brandon Escoto, 1 in between from Matt Clare. Giles' shot's blocked here, and eventually this one's cleared out partway, but it's only to Serra. It's off the glass. Soccer's lost 5-2 in Tacoma on Thursday night. They must win tonight over 60 minutes. Force the mini game. 15 minutes of clean slate, do or die arena soccer. Entertainment value there, infinite. Still a long way to go to get there, though. If Tacoma were to win over 60 minutes tonight, be the first team to beat the Sockers inside this arena here this season. Ooh, dangerous one as Pereira got it off the boards there, but Sockers did just enough to get it clear. If Tacoma were to come back and win over 60 minutes, there would be no minigame. Oh, another chance for the visitors. Tacoma wearing the dark blue, the neon trim on the jersey. This one's out of play. Tacoma attacking the goal to our left here in the second quarter. Soccer's in the white strip with the light blue trim, attacking from left to right here in the second quarter. Everybody kind of asleep to start this thing. Jamie Lovegrove into the game for the first time for the Sockers, the pride of Crawley, England. A welcomed addition to this Sockers team. And one of Craig Elston's personal favorites, especially when he's scoring braces. Oh, look out here. What a save by Toth. Pereira. Nifty footwork. Can he get a shot off? He can. What a goal for Nick Pereira. Oh, my. No space to get a shot off? Don't tell that to Nick Pereira. We said he's more than just a big man. He's the total package. That was absolutely gorgeous from Nick Pereira. Nothing Toth could do in the end of it. Not sure how much Chris Toth even saw that shot. Threw a few legs, but it went in clean. Nick Pereira gets one on the board for Tacoma.
Tacoma goal scored by number 22, Nick Pereira. Assisted by number 20, Evan McNeely. Time of the goal, 1:53. Again for the Stars, the goal, Nick Pereira at 1:53.
Free kick Sockers here on this near side. Tacoma players not too thrilled about it. Molesky among them. Vince Molesky, number 14 down there. Giles off the boards. Headed part way back out. Giles on it again, all the way back to Toth. I was telling you about those Tacoma uniforms. We talked about this earlier this season when Tacoma were in this building. The detail on these Tacoma kits. One of my favorite pieces of art in the Major Arena Soccer League. Get back to that in a moment. There's Danny Waltman collects. The Tacoma kits, that sort of retro 70s, 80s MASL lineage. Tacoma, of course, was a member of the old North American Soccer League, member of the MISL. These two teams, the Sockers and the Stars, have been playing each other for decades. Each other in Valley View Casino Center. Played matches in the Kingdome back in the day up in Seattle. The history of this matchup goes back a long way. Tacoma very much embraces, calm little knee back there from Peterson to Waltman. Tacoma very much embraces the nostalgia, the retro flair of the MASL. They wear it proudly. Neon on the front of the jersey, the color scheme. Let's just say it's quite retro. But what some people don't notice on the back of those Tacoma kits, see the white part. Those Tacoma tops, the dark blue, and then it goes white at the bottom. On the back of those Tacoma kits, look out here as Tacoma comes flying forward. It's Jertson off the wall. Well, it was Mollusky with time and perhaps too much time. Toth, awkward one off the boards. What's Toth going to do with it? He plays it back off the glass. Tacoma still fighting. Now here's Farbeezy. Brian Farber waiting for numbers. Gets it over to Tovar. Maybe took him a little bit too far wide. Farber might have been better served just going at the defender there with all his speed and all his moves. 10:50 left here in the second quarter. It's the home team in white. Attacks the goal to our right. Tries to get a fourth against the team in dark blue with the Tacoma Narrows Bridge etched in white on the back of their dark blue kits. That's what I was getting at. That was that grand story about Tacoma's jerseys there. Zé Roberto is being mugged up against the boards there by a couple of different Tacoma players. One of them, Corey Keats, who surely has a heated competition up in the Pacific Northwest with his teammate, goalkeeper Danny Waltman, as far as the best hair. The Tacoma team. They're crying, shoot for Chris Toth. He does so, and he scores. Goal! Portero más grande, Chris Toth with 10:07 left here in the second quarter says, Danny Waltman, eat your heart out. Oh, what a moment for Toth. It's Waltman who's supposed to be the scoring goalkeeper between these two teams. Chris Toth says, you ain't heard about me. Oh, what a strike.
Score by number 31, Chris Toth. Assisted by number 8, Zé Roberto. Time of the goal, 4:53.
One of those funny stat moments pointing this out where Zé Roberto is going to get an assist for playing a back pass to his goalkeeper. Great atmosphere, great energy. Toth on the ground, forward to Lovegrove, off the boards. Jamie Lovegrove. Back off the boards, trying to find Farber. He almost did so. It's Farber trying to get to it. Farber and Waltman collide, and Waltman gets this one, and Farber pats him on the back, says, nice job. Or something to that effect. Timeout Sockers. They lead 4-1 with 8:42 left here in the second quarter. Nate Alborea here with you on MASL TV, home of the Sockers on YouTube. California Coast Credit Union is proud to be the platinum sponsor of San Diego Soccer, started by teachers in 1929. Cal Coast Credit Union, San Diego's longest-serving financial institution with 24 local branch locations dedicated to improving lives in our community. Become a Cal Coast Credit Union member today. Visit calcoastcu.org. That's Cal Coast Credit Union, proud sponsors of the San Diego Sockers. You can also exercise your options at LA Fitness. And I'm just going to read this the way we've been reading it all season. Get a head start on your New Year's goals. Now, we're already, a couple weeks into March, so if you're just now getting a start on your New Year's fitness goals, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, let's just get a start no matter what. However you want to do it, whenever you want to do it with LA Fitness, because LA Fitness offers a wide variety of amenities, including state-of-the-art equipment, free weight center, swimming pool, group fitness classes, indoor basketball leagues, personal training, kids club, babysitting, and more. Try a week of complimentary fitness and download your guest pass today at lafitnessguestpass.com. I'm not trying to attack anyone there. I'm just saying, maybe we need to update a couple of these things as we, get to the new year here in 2018. Cowboy on the Jumbotron here at the Valley View Casino Center. Our good friend Cowboy Salazar. And I can't help but wonder where the heck Cowboy's been. 8:42 left in the second. Here's Childs. Here's Sosa. Back underway. Matt Clare up into the netting. Great note from our good pal Jonathan Green, Soccer's media director. That goal from Chris Toth was the first ever goal by a Soccer's goalkeeper in a playoff game. First time ever. Oh, it was almost one back for Tacoma. Nice save by Toth down to his left. And you love the ovation right there. I mean, this building is still buzzing from that goal by Chris Toth. Toth made what for his standards was a rather simple, easy save. This place just lit up. They love their goalkeeper right now because apparently he's a lot more than just a keeper. Little did we know. We've known the shot was in the arsenal for Chris Toth, and so often games this year where the Sockers have been up by, let's just say, more than a few. Some opponents here inside the Valley View Casino Center. It's the lads down to the deep end. Every time the ball hits Toth, even if he's just in front of his own goal, screaming, shoot, shoot. This one forward to Childs. You dig it with a grain of salt. It's definitely a hint of cynicism, a hint of humor involved in it. Screaming for the goalkeeper to shoot every time he touches the ball. But on that last occasion a few minutes ago, everybody was legitimate cries of shoot, Chris, shoot. Now here's LSO. Telling Luan to shoot. There's Matt Clare. Oh, it's given away. Good fight from Childs, but Tacoma comes up with it. Toth just kept carrying that thing, and I think it was at the point where he was crossing that Cal Coast Credit Union logo just in front of the red line going, you know what? Yeah, why not? I mean, who's going to begrudge me at this point? And he just so happened to let loose with one of the finest drives we've seen all season. Brilliant goal. Forget if it was from a goalkeeper. Would have been a great goal if it was from Childs or Clare. Oh, good stuff here. What a save by Toth. It was Pereira dancing, bobbing, weaving up those boards. Silky skill. And an awkward one, but hauled in nonetheless by Chris Toth. Get the feeling that we could have a mini game tonight. Sockers are sure hoping we do. Because if we don't, the season's over. They lead 4-1 right now. Got to win over 60 minutes and get to a 15-minute mini game on the spot for all the marbles. Complete, clean slate for both teams. Still a long way to go in the 60, though. As we approach 5.5 minutes remaining here in the opening half hour. A lot of quick math there, by the way. Here's Contreras. Fighting back against McCluskey. And Tacoma wanted a call. They got nothing. Boyle. Tovar. John Sosa. Ruiz. Back to Sosa. About welcomed additions this season. John Sosa, certainly one of them. Here's Escoto. Sosa, who came from Soles de Sonora, a linchpin in their back line last season. Their second straight run to the Ron Newman Cup final. Soles de Sonora, by the way, who will play tomorrow, game 2 of their series against the Monterrey Flash. Losing 8-6 in Hermosillo, Soles on Thursday night. So a mountain to climb, needing to win over 60 minutes in Monterrey tomorrow, something that no team has done all season, and then win the minigame. On the road in Nuevo Leon. See what Soles can come up with tomorrow. If they're to get knocked out by the Flash, it'll be the first time in their existence that they will have not made it to the final. Oh, what a goal by Cerda! Far post, pick your spot, 5-1 SD. Waltman at full stretch, couldn't even get a fingertip to it. That's precision. That's mighty nice. That's Cesar Cerda. 4 minutes left here in the first half. The Sockers are pulling goals straight off the top shelf, straight out of the top drawer. High-class stuff from the men in white and light blue this evening.
San Diego Sockers goal! Scored by number 9, Cesar Cerda. Assisted by number 99, Matt Clare. The time of the goal, 11 minutes even. Again for the Sockers, the goal by Cerda from Clare at 11 minutes even.
This one is blocked. Will it head out? No, stays in play. Awkward one now here for Waltman. Plays it with his left foot. Clare was giving chase. So Clare with the assist to match his goal. Scored the second goal. Oh, Pereira knocked it down for Philip Lund. I'm not sure if it was Pereira trying to do that or just mishitting it, but either way, it was a golden opportunity for Lund. His shot was blocked and went up into the netting. 3:23 left here in the second quarter. Nate Abarea with you on MASL TV. Sockers lead 5-1. Love to take at least a 4-goal lead into the dressing room. Shot blocked by Farber. Second attempt is a beautiful goal for Tacoma. And it's Robert Palmer, the defender, stepping up into the attack and just bringing the side of the hammer through that one. And Toth was looking through a few different bodies, and that one just found its way to the back of the net. Nice goal from Robert Palmer. Sockers 5, Tacoma 2 with 3:19 left here in the second quarter.
Tacoma goal scored by number 51, Robert Palmer. Assisted by number 11, Jamail Cox. Time of the goal, 11:41. Again for the Stars, the goal.
3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Under 3 minutes remaining in the half. Sosa and Toth. A wee bit of trouble, but they get out of it rather easily. Here's Cerda, scored the 5th. Can he score the 6th? Fine save by Waltman. Another save by Waltman, either with the back of his head or the back of his neck. Farber gets up, heads it off the glass. Waltman sprawls, and Waltman keeps it out. And Waltman and Childs are jawing with each other now. Well, kids. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Keep talking about entertainment value with that lad in goal for Tacoma. Oh, it's off the head of Childs. Waltman in real trouble here. Childs to Farber. What can Farber do with it? Oh, picked off by Palmer. It's picked off again by Childs. Palmer and Childs. And Childs has his shirt tugged. That had to be a foul. And Palmer maybe swung half an arm back at Childs. I think it was just bodies tangling up there. Childs holding his left cheek, saying, see that? That's where Palmer hit me. Right there. Right there. Right here on the left cheek. Palmer takes the free kick. And we move on with life. You saw for a second there, it was almost like, I don't remember what the type of dance that I'm thinking of is right now, where Palmer and Childs, they had their legs together and they were hopping together. Here's Farber. Oh, it's off the glass. Farber thought he was pushed. If you're watching this game and you know what I'm talking about, send me a tweet at Nate Abaria. What kind of dance was that Childs and Palmer were doing down there in the corner? Leg kind of, wrapped together like that, each hopping on their left legs. A little spin move. Waltman out of his area, off the boards, and foul called. Tacoma player clutching the back of his head. Foul was called against Eddie Velez. Eek. Watching the replay up on the big board. Certainly a foul. Leave it at that. Eddie, perhaps fortunate not to get a card for that blatant push in the back. But he's fresh into the game, so wants to make a point here to close out this quarter. Get some playing time in the second half. There's Vaquero, Eddie Velez. Velez stays in. A couple of Tacoma players change. The goal here before the half would be huge for the visitors from the Pacific Northwest. Cerda knocks it back to Sosa, 25 seconds left. Sosa, forward, Raimundo. Escoto, Waltman. Back to Sosa, 12 seconds left. Tovar, tucked in the corner, battling with Keats. Across the face, no one there. 4 seconds. 3, is Sosa going to have time to have a rip? He pulls the trigger, it's scuffed, and that brings us to the halftime break. Your score after 30 minutes here on Saturday, March the 10th, 2018, in Game 2 of this Pacific Division Championship Series. It's the San Diego Sockers 5, the Tacoma Stars 2. Again, in case you're just joining us, the Sockers must maintain this lead and win over 60 minutes and force the 15-minute mini-game that will take place immediately following the conclusion of these 60 minutes this evening. Still a long way to go. We'll be back with second half action right here on MASL TV, your home of the San Diego Sockers, your home of the Major Arena Soccer League on YouTube. Stay tuned. Again, halftime score, Sockers 5, Stars 2.
Yeah, your level's a little hot, but it's no big deal. Oh, okay. No, it's all good. Let's see. This is you. I'm trying to.
All right, fans, welcome back to the field. The Soccer Squad, brought to you by Rubio's Coastal Grill as we set up shop for the night's long kick contest, brought to you by GTM Stores. Shop GTM, San Diego's #1 discount store in Lemon Grove, Santee, Otay Mesa, and coming soon to Chula Vista. Check them out on the web at gtmstores.com, where you save up to 70% below other big retailers on your everyday needs with GTM discount stores. Find the location nearest you by visiting gtmstores.com. All right, Brandon Farley is our participant tonight, looking to make the kick from midfield. All right, Brandon, whenever you're ready, let's see it. And he hooks it to the left. That's all right, Brandon. The soccer squad's still going to give you a prize, though, for participating in tonight's GTM Stores Long Kick Contest. Be sure to once again to visit GTM Stores in Lemon Grove, Santee, Otay Mesa, and again, coming soon to Chula Vista. Check them out on the web at gtmstores.com, where you save up to 70% below other big retailers on your everyday needs. And now, fans, for your halftime entertainment, it's now time for the night's kids minigame, featuring the Cardiff Mustang Girls 04, coached by soccer's player Raimundo Reza, against the 05 girls team by head coach Eddie Velez.
I got this feeling
lucky fan promotion. You'll win a free night stay in the Lake House Hotel and will also receive a round for 2 on the St. Mark's Golf Course. A special thank you to Lake House Hotel and Resort in San Marcos for providing the prizes for this promotion. Please pick up your prize from the Sockers merch booth, and congratulations. For the second half of play, you know what's at stake in this playoff series. We need you to get loud and make some noise. And if you got a rally towel, we got to see you waving. Let's go.
Welcome back inside the Valley View Casino Center here in San Diego, California, America's finest city. Sockers 5, Tacoma 2. Score as we get the second half underway. Nate Abarea here with you on MASL TV. Home all season long for San Diego Sockers Major Arena Soccer League action. Broadcasting colleague Craig Elston on assignment this evening. Rumor has it he's tuning in. So Craig, if I caught you at an intermission break, hello, it's nice to be with you. Danny Waltman back on the ball for Tacoma as they move forward. Real chance there as Keats. And this one's in. The second chance was put home in Tacoma as people are still making their way back to their seats. After going and grabbing a $2 Bud Light, Tacoma have stolen a goal. Well, just like that, 53 seconds in to this third quarter, the Sockers' lead takes a dent.
Tacoma goal scored by number 11, Jamail Cox, assisted by number 3, Corey Keats.
So it was Keats with that first chance, and then Cox crept in to put it home. 5-3. Sockers have got to win over 60 minutes tonight. Force the mini game, and win that as well if they are to progress in these Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Tacoma coming out with intent here in this second half. Here's Cesar Cerda. Chris Toth carrying forward. He's already got one goal tonight. His goal that made it 4-1 Sockers in the second quarter. Sockers then went up 5-1. A fine goal from Cesar Cerda. 2 unanswered for the Stars. Oh, here's Cesar Cerda. Oh, Cerda! Escoto! Is he hit in the face? Sure acting like it. No call. That's Tacoma. Come flying the other way. Man, it was Cox. Sockers back on it. Here's Escoto. He's got 2 goals in this game. They both came back in the first quarter. Sockers led 3-0 after 1 quarter. Here's Escoto on his left foot. Fine save by Walton. Oh, what a save, Danny. Tacoma on the counter. Counter opportunity here for McCluskey. He's squared up by Contreras, and the help defense comes from Felipe Gonzalez. And eventually this one trickles away. Contreras back to Gonzalez. Oh, but it's nearly given away, and fighting for it was Raphael Cox. Raphael Cox back on it now. Here's McCluskey. Try to get it to Keats in the center. It's back to Cox now. Pereira. Gives it back. Alan Mattingoo getting his first playing time of the night. Knocks it forward for Lund. Lund on his right foot. This one's headed up and over. A little Wallace Scora attempt there didn't come off. 11:17 left in the third quarter. Sockers 5, Stars 3. Gotta hold this lead the rest of regulation, win this game officially, and start a new game officially. A 15-minute mini game. It's the goal for San Diego tonight to progress in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. John Sosa over to Tovar. Tovar knocks it back. LSO back to Sosa. Tovar. Boyo. Save Waltman. Sprawling. Brilliant save. Tovar. Back to Sosa. Claire. He's always going wide, but he gets back off the boards to Boyo. Another save by Danny Waltman. Woo! Really straight down the pipe, but it still had an element of the spectacular to it, and now Boyo draws a foul. Crafty, pesky. The foul against Bond Taylor Bond. The blue card to boot. Boyle taking his time getting back up here. Hope he's okay.
UC San Diego Health Power Play.
You heard from my good buddy Calvin McClurg, the PA voice of these San Diego Sockers. The Sockers are on a UC San Diego power play. Medical care for the Sockers provided by Dr. Ken Taylor and Dr. Siraj Akar with UC San Diego Health and Sports Medicine. They can help you get back on the field. Call 844-DR-SPORT today. Again, that's 844-DR-SPORT. UC San Diego Health, proud sponsors of the San Diego Sockers, bringing you this UC San Diego Health Power Play. As Craig Childs waits to get said power play underway.
2 minutes for kicking. Time of the penalty, 4:41.
Straightforward, go the Sox. Sosa. Craig Childs. Sosa have a rip. Deflected. Claire. Giles. Sosa. Still Sosa. LSO. Giles back on this near side, the left side. Attacking Sockers here in this third quarter. Giles back to Sosa. Has a rip. Save. Waltman. Casual. Nonchalant. No big deal. Just a bullet heading straight for him. Parries it away. Here's Claire. Sosa at the blue line. Was Claire fouled? No whistle. Claire's back up. Giles on it now. Back to Sosa. You see what they're trying to work every time here. About a minute's elapsed on this power play. Escoto would love to cut inside onto that left foot, the way we've seen him do so many times in a Sockers uniform. Giles back to Sosa. Good organized defensive effort from Tacoma thus far. Escoto in space in the corner. Still fighting for it. Brandon Escoto. Brandon Escoto off the wall. Craig Giles. John Sosa have a rip. No. Escoto left foot. Cleared out. Ooh, and look out here. Giles. Well done getting back, Captain. 30 seconds left on the power play. 90 seconds on that power play just flew by. And that's credit to Tacoma. LSO. Claire. Sosa. Escoto. Otra vez. No. High and wide. 17 seconds left on the power play. Waltman sends a throw towards Nick Pereira. Contreras rises up and over Pereira from the back and knocks it onto the Stars bench. Oh, and almost came down for Pereira. It was awkward for Contreras, almost wrong-footed him. 5 seconds left. One last push, maybe, with the man advantage. Claire. Escoto's changed sides. Escoto pinned up against the boards. The UC San Diego power play is over, but the Sockers are still pushing. Team's back to even strength now. As we approach 8 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Boyo, Boyo, Boyo. Off the boards. Ruiz, though, gets back to it. Gets pushed over, kind of bowled over as bodies turned to pins there. Look out for Tacoma, heading the other way. That was a nifty piece of footwork there from McCluskey, and then Claire had a nasty bit at the end there as McCluskey was definitely fouled, and as McCluskey was going to the ground, he kind of rolled into the back of Matt Claire. Claire, for a second, was kind of holding one of his knees. Always worrying, but he's all right. You see a player roll into you from behind like that, you just think knee buckle. But no need to think these things because that's not what happened. Matt Claire's okay. Matt Claire's playing. Cesar Cerda's on the ball for the Sockers. Zé Roberto, the elder statesman from Brazil, moves forward. Zé Roberto still on the ball. Zé Roberto, Zé Roberto. Zé Roberto! Save Waltman! That would have been beautiful. That would have been absolutely beautiful. A man who's done just about everything for this franchise. And just to add to the beauty of what could have been there, looked like LSO with that little 1-2. That was the Brazilian connection all the way down the field. Danny Waltman says, got your Brazilian connection right here. Save. Sockers led 5-1 in this game. Last 2 goals, one on each side of the halftime break, scored by Tacoma. Cerda. The aforementioned LSO, Luan Salas Oliveira. Giles. Say Roberto. Farber. Oliveira, still Oliveira. On the Kaiser Permanente logo, across the red line. Confusion with him and Giles. Pass not where the captain wanted it. Thinking he was fouled there was Rafael Cox. LSO gets it back. LSO loses it. 9 minutes gone here in this third quarter. Nick Pereira pushing forward for the Stars. They're doing a darn good job just staying in this game. Play on, that's they're saying. It might have been a foul on Pereira, but Cerda would have been better served just moving forward. Longer Tacoma just sticks around. More Phil Salvaggio starts to worry a little bit. Salvaggio's done a great job tonight distributing playing time, knowing that mini game come about at the end of it, and the Sockers need to be fresh for that 15-minute mini game. That's a beautiful little flick from Escoto. Over to Boyle. Didn't amount to anything. It was mighty pretty, though. Cerda. Back to Chris Toth. Toth. Over to Giles. Greg Giles. Backing down on Keats. Looks like a power forward in the paint in the basketball court there. Giles and Keats still going at it. Giles trying to post up, saying, feed me. Keats saying, I'm not going to let him. Felipe Gonzalez, Matt Clare, and nobody on the right page. Clare fights, gets it back from McCluskey. Those two have had quite the battle here in this third quarter. Toth. Cerda. Toth, as it stands right now, has the winning goal. Sockers goalkeeper scored a sensational blast. Made the score 4-1 back in the second quarter. Long way to go, though. Sure. Be willing to wager the bottom dollar that there will be more goals in this contest, in these 60 minutes. When they're going to come, I'm not going to start betting on that. It's for you to guess. I can tell you the Sockers lead 5-3, though, right now, with 3:50 left in the third quarter. This result would be just fine. Phil Salvaggio's game. So, cries of shoot again come down from the deep end and fans around the arena. There's no more sarcasm in it. It's a practical decision having Chris Toth shoot the ball. We saw that back in the second quarter. Tovar. John Sosa. Matt Clare. Sosa behind that Sockers logo. Center of the carpet. Oh, shove in the back of Boyo there from Chase Hansen. Play on, Tovar tucked away in the corner, tried to play it off the boards to himself. Tovar will tangle with McCluskey. The first time we've said McCluskey in a tangle with a Sockers player tonight. Here's Boyle. Here's John Sosa. Oh, Toth gives it away. Poor first touch from Gertsen. Back to Palmer. Palmer scored a goal in this game, got it back to 5-2. Farber. A good job, just enough to poke that thing away. This game slowed down a little bit. Salvaggio, the Sockers wanted to see out this quarter. It's getting a little sloppy, not gonna lie. But here's Ruiz, fighting forward. Across the red line to Farber. Farbizi. To the man from Medellin, John Sosa. Wants back. The proud Sonoran. Raimundo Contreras. To a Brazilian, Gonzalez Oliveira. The United Nations of Latin America. Full effect for the Sockers. As Fallbrook plays to Poway. Toth to Childs. Farber knocks it away. Brian Farber. Brian Farber. Felipe LSO. Farber. Grabbed by Waltman. Even the little things that Waltman does. They've got flair. Good job sprawling out to grab that thing before Farber could get to it. One final push for Tacoma. 22 seconds left here in the quarter. It's Pereira. Back on this near side, it's Keats. He's been active tonight. Keats looks up at the clock. Now the long ball comes for Pereira. Toth knocked it away. And that was going to do it for the third quarter, but we have 0.7 left, so. And now, what's the call here? Keats is trying to say there should be more time on the clock. Waltman's trying to say the same thing. Thought we were going to have a nice, smooth ending to the third quarter. Nice, clean finish to 15 minutes of arena soccer. Not so fast. But in the meantime, I can tell you that American Spa and Pool Pros are proud to support the Sockers. They provide liability insurance to swimming pool industry professionals, whether your business is pool repair, builders, remodelers, plasterers, or just about any service for swimming pools. We've got a flexible plan that's perfect to protect your business and your livelihood. Check them out at www.asappponline.com. Go Sockers. And I challenge you to say plasterers 10 times fast. 0.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. That may change here. Tacoma players were pleading their case for more time to be put on the clock, saying that thing went out. Should still have an opportunity to put something on net here. So here is the last opportunity. Oh, and it's in! Oh, it's in! But is it going to count? What's the call here? What's the call? They say no goal. Well, just about everybody lost for words right now. Tacoma players got to keep their emotions in check. It was Keats with the tailing drive with the right foot. Oh, and look out now. Darren Sawatsky's off the bench. He's given the business to the officials, and the Tacoma players, the captains, are coming to get their coach and get all their teammates as well. The Sockers just dodged a major bullet. I'm not sure how many people realized the ball was back in play there. And the previous play is going to be under video review. So we're going to take a break here on MASL TV. The score as it stands right now, at the end of 3, Sockers 5, Stars 3. if they were to somehow overturn this, well, then the third quarter wouldn't be over. It would be something like 0.1 or 0.2 seconds left. We'll find out when we get back here on MASL TV. Again, your score as it stands right now at the end of 3 quarters. Sockers 5, Stars 3. Keep it right.
Jill, Tegan, Paxton,
Kaylin.
and we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union.
We were all able to get car loans through CalCoast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the CalCoast advantage to us.
Shop GTM stores in Lemon Grove, Santee, and Otay Mesa, and discover bargains on thousands of brand name home, office, and personal items at savings of up to 70% below other retailers. For coupons, directions, and more, go to gtmstores.com. GTM.
Can you make this cake for my daughter's birthday?
Donna realized her network was surprisingly slow. So she switched to Metro PCS and got her family 4 lines with unlimited high-speed data for $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Well, VAR has made its presence felt here in the MASL. The Ron Newman Cup playoffs, including video review and the ruling on the field. A contentious decision to end the third quarter. Tacoma thought they should have had a goal. Phenomenal free kick effort from Corey Keats. Sawatsky still going at the officials right now. Sawatsky is going to have to head back to his bench before he really loses his cool. He's already walking a tightrope. So no goal. The final ruling. You heard the announcement moments ago from Callum McClurg. We were talking about all night, and telling you about all night. Sockers hold this lead. Win over 60 minutes. A 15-minute break, and then a 15-minute game. That's right, a whole new game, a mini game for all the marbles with a clean slate. Sockers could win this game 15-3. It'd still be a clean slate come the mini game. Niche, to say the least. Well, here we go. The towels waving high. The energy level high. The Sockers focused, determined, ready to play a strong fourth quarter. And hopefully, in the eyes and hearts of just about everybody in this building, apart from the visitors from Tacoma, hopefully get us to the mini game. And we are underway here in the fourth quarter. Nate Abarrea coming to you live from San Diego, California, inside the Valley View Casino Center pleasure and a privilege to have you with us here on MASL TV. Soccer's 5, Stars 3, San Diego and Tacoma fighting for a spot in the Western Conference Final. Likely a trip to Monterrey to take on the Flash. Work to do for the Sockers in the meantime. This one's up into the net. And Waltman will get us back underway. Sockers led 5-2 at halftime. They led 3-0 at the end of one quarter. 5-3 at the end of 3, and Sockers, you must say, very fortunate to not be looking at a 5-4 game right now. After that free kick goal that was said to not be a goal, didn't get in time from Corey Keats. Will we look back on that as a critical moment in this game? Or will the Sockers put that to rest? Beautiful move from Escoto. Across the face, no one there. LSO gives chase. Escoto fighting still. Nick Pereira. Look out here. Oh, Tacoma heading the other way. It's Palmer! And he skies it. Oh, boy. Palmer with a golden opportunity. And he comes up emptier than my pockets after a Friday night in Tijuana. Here's Toth. Here's Tovar. Here's Sosa. Boyo. Iram Ruiz. Another Sonoran in the Sockers ranks. That one was blocked by the referee. Tacoma can't believe it. Rolls all the way to Toth. Long ball from Sosa. Tries to find Childs. Childs one times it with the left foot, just high. 3,241 the official attendance number this evening. Again, a little lower than the 5,200 that were in the building 7 nights ago. By no means any less energy than that crowd of over 5K last weekend. Another contentious decision. Sockers wanted to take the free kick quick, but the push was called. I'm not sure, it was either against McNeely. No, it was against Lund. Lund has got to keep the temper in check here. So I'm just incensed with the officials. Pereira still trying to plead his case. It's the team representative. Contreras back to Toth. Can the Sockers see this out and get us to the minigame? Giles, good idea. Just execution needed to be a little better. Claire fouled in frustration. Palmer took the brunt of it. Got right back up with the quick restart. Here's Lund. Upset after that foul call against him moments ago. Tries to weave through a couple of Sockers defenders. Maybe bit off a little bit more than he could chew there. Luan Oliveira, Matt Clare. Clare was drilled. Oliveira says, let's go. Oliveira to Childs. Childs off the boards. Matt Clare not thrilled with the way that old thing played out, but here's Craig Childs. Craig Childs off the post, off the back of Waltman. Oh, man. Clare again. There's Clare moving forward. Matt Clare. Still Matt Clare. Was he fouled by Palmer? They say no. Oh my goodness. No foul. Palmer had the leg certainly extended. And now you look the other way, and it's McNeely. His shot's deflected. Headed partway out. McCluskey with it. All the way back to the point, near his own half, it's Corey Keats. Keats would love another drive from distance. He takes one. It was mishit. It was saved by Toth, and it's grabbed by Toth on the line. Oh! And Toth says, no time to congratulate me. Let's move forward and get one. Cries of a handball against Keats as he booms this one towards the rafters. And a foul whistled against the Sockers, I think against Felipe Gonzalez. What a moment that was. What a sequence that was from Chris Toth. The initial save was mighty nice, but you had Ramon Palmer. It was Ramon Palmer and Raphael Cox flying in, and Toth, knowing that either of those men, all they need to do is just get a solitary touch on the ball to guide it home from close range, and Toth managed to get both paws on it and grab it, facing his own goal. Farber just wide. Maybe a pass, maybe a shot. Didn't amount to anything, though. It's good stuff from Farber, though. Can they get it back to Farber? They can! Far BZ 6-3 SD. 10:06 left in the fourth quarter. Brian Farber back in a scoring mood here in the Valley View Casino Center. A second bite at the cherry for number 7. And he says, you know I ain't gonna let you down twice. Sockers 6, Stars 3. Commanding 3-goal lead for the Sockers. They saw a 4-goal lead dwindle to 2. They got it back to a 3-goal advantage.
San Diego Sockers goal! Scored by number 7, Brian Farber. Assisted by number 16, Eddie
Velez with the assist. Farber with the goal at 4:54 in the fourth quarter. Foul in front of the Tacoma bench. So a quick programming note for any of you curious about the mini game all night long. Calvin McClurg letting folks here in the arena know how it's going to work if the Sockers are to hold on to this lead, win this game, and then force the 15-minute mini game for all the marbles with the season on the line for both sides. Massive entertainment value. Get back to that in a moment. Tovar's on it. Actually, pardon me, that was John Sosa. He was right next to Eric Tovar, and now it's over to Cesar Cerda. 15-minute break between the end of this game and the start of the mini game, which is looking like it very well could happen. So as far as the action here on MASL TV, we'll take a break at the conclusion of this game and be right back with you for the start of the minigame. So don't go anywhere. The thing ends with the Sockers winning over 60 minutes. We forced that minigame. The Sockers forced that minigame, I should say. Go pour yourself a drink. Make something to eat. Take a quick little intermission and come back for the minigame. We'll be right here for you. Claire, picked off by Waltman. Coming up on 7 minutes gone here in this fourth quarter. 2 unanswered goals from Tacoma. Brought the score from 5-1 to 5-3. But a close range finish from Brian Farber. The Sockers back on the mark. Toth collects here. They lead 6-3 now. Oh, look out here. Say Roberto's forward. Scotto with 2 tonight, Claire with 1, Chris Toth with a goal. Cesar Cerda with 1, and Brian Farber getting in the mix. Oh, Toth. Did a good job in the end of that, chipping it forward. And the ball finds its way to Claire Childs! Goal! Craig Childs, captain, fantastic. 7-3 San Diego. 7:03 left in the fourth quarter. And we most definitely look mini-game bound here inside the VVCC. Timeout on the floor. Toth was in a little trouble in his own third there, the Sockers goalkeeper, and I'm not sure if he meant to do what he did or if it was actually a bit of a miss hit, but what came off is 3 players were running with the high press for Tacoma. Toth kind of chipped it up and over them. And then great vision from Felipe Gonzalez found Matt Clare moving forward. And unselfish as ever, Matt Clare looked over and saw the captain making a darting run forward up the right. Played it to Childs, who easily put it home. Piece of cake for number 37 at that point. He relishes those opportunities. Childs gave Waltman no chance putting it past him, but that goes all the way back to Toth. If you talk to Chris Toth, I'm sure he'll tell you I meant to do that completely, entirely. I had no other thought other than chipping that up and over the 3 on-rushing defenders right to the feet of Felipe Gonzalez. Be curious to watch it again. It looked like half a miss hit, not gonna lie. But it came off as a thing of beauty. There was still a lot of work left to do for the Sockers. And Felipe, Maddie, and Craig did the rest. As we come out of this timeout, I'd like to remind you that Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine is the sole provider of physical therapy services for the San Diego Sockers. Proactive Physical Therapy sees patients from all over San Diego County, having trusting relationships with San Diego's leading physicians. 4 convenient locations to visit, and you can also visit Proactive's website at www.proactive4pt.com. That's proactive, the number 4, pt.com. Nada Barea here with you on MASL TV on YouTube. Callan McClurg with clarification of that last goal.
Scorer number 37, Craig Childs. Assisted by number 99, Matt Clare. Time of the goal, 7:57. Again for the Sockers, the goal by Childs from Clare at 7:57.
A little under 7 minutes remaining, and here's a chance for an empty net goal, and it's taken. It's Boyle. Ruiz makes it 8-3. That was just too easy. Tacoma brought on the extra attacker, and it takes the Sockers just a few seconds to put one into the empty net. Hiram Ruiz, part of that strong Sonoran contingent in the San Diego Sockers ranks. .58 man, about a month away from his 30th birthday. He's looked mighty spry throughout this evening. Put in a good shift tonight. Still a long way to go for the Sockers, though.
Sockers goal! Scored by number 63, Hiram Ruiz. Assisted by number 7, Brian Farber. Time of the goal, 8:24. Again for the Sockers, the goal by Ruiz from Farber at 8:24.
Tacoma, they stick with the extra attacker. That one is through the net. My goodness. Well, you don't get any points for it, but it was impressive. It's quite the rip. It's also about 15 feet over the bar.
Should the results of this match hold up, there will be a 15-minute mini-game to decide the winner of this series.
With 5:50 left here in the fourth quarter, Sockers leading 8-3 The Sockers like to thank Lakeside Equipment Sales and Rentals for their sponsorship this season. From a skip loader to a snow cone machine, Lakeside Equipment has you covered. So for your next project or party, choose Lakeside Equipment. Serving contractors and homeowners since 1985, Lakeside Equipment, family owned and operated with 2 locations to serve you with delivery available. Another huge thank you to Lakeside Equipment, proud sponsors of the San Diego Sockers. And you gotta love those skip loaders and snow cone machines. Delay a game whistled against the Sockers. Tacoma is going to have a set-piece opportunity, top of the arc. Sticking with the extra attacker, Waltman came back on the pitch momentarily and then left the carpet as soon as he'd returned, it seemed like. Back on the bench right now. Pereira! What happened there? How did Tacoma not score? It was well worked. It was Cox who blasted it across goal, and Ramon Palmer was standing at the back post. Toth was beaten, and then Palmer just let the ball hit him. .5:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Waltman's going to come back in now for Tacoma. Well, there's a penalty. There was a blue card shown, and Tacoma players are getting together amongst themselves right now. A few suggestions for one another. It's Nick Pereira heading to the penalty box. We'll wait for the official word on that penalty, but the Sockers will take it. If nothing else, it's kill off 2 more minutes.
2 minutes for too many men on the field. Time of the penalty.
Unbelievable. Second penalty tonight for too many men on the field for Tacoma. It just cannot happen. Pereira serves the penalty. Pereira loved a little beauty rest here and freshen up for that mini game. Matt Clare goes for the spectacular. It's off the glass. Under 5 minutes remaining in regulation. And again, in case you're just joining us, the Sockers, they hold on to this lead. Will force the mini game for all the marbles, the clean slate. Both teams fighting for their lives in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Fighting for the Pacific Division title tonight. It looks like we're heading to that mini game. And again, if you didn't hear before, programming note, we'll take a break here on MASL TV, and we'll be right back with you for the start of the mini game. Penalty against John Sosa and a blue card. So we're going to have a minute 17 of 4v4. Sosa to the box. He doesn't like the call. Just want to see a nice clean 4.5 minutes or so here. Guide us to the close. Speaking from the mind of Phil Salvaggio. Keats.
Sosa, 2 minutes for holding.
2 minutes for holding. Official note there. Keats back across. Waltman way forward. Waltman would love to get a goal of his own after Toth scored against him back in the first half. It might not make too much difference in the outcome of this affair. Oh, and Toth tries to chip Waltman. Waltman's going to chase back. It's going to roll off the boards. Waltman calmly watches it bounce back. Tacoma forward. Under 4 minutes remaining. Waltman. Keats. Kaiser Permanente logo. Oh, lovely spin. Handsome. Good defensive effort there from Zé Roberto. Who else? Luan, Salas, Oliveira, Luan, Salas, Oliveira. Tackled by Troy Peterson. Nice stick, Troy. It was a meaty challenge there from Troy Peterson.
Tacoma returns to full strength.
So it's a power play now for Tacoma. It's a 40-second power play. See if they can get one back. Pereira, fresh out of the penalty box. Beautiful pass, and that shot's just miscued. Pereira being defended by Zé Roberto. Zé Roberto sacrificing a little size in that matchup. Toth covers the near post well. Jamie Lovegrove back in the game. Those unmistakable, I'm going to call them red boots, but more like fuchsia, little maroon action. Is Lovegrove going to score a goal? This one is just wide. Oh, and Waltman's got to be careful here as Sosa was creeping forward. Oh, man, Lovegrove, whatever color the boots are, that would have been nice. Both teams back to even strength. That one back into the net, and not the one that counts for a goal. 2-2-2 left in the fourth quarter. Make a wish. If you're a Sockers fan, I think I might be able to read your mind right now as far as what that wish might be. Foul called against Velez. McNeely back to Waltman. McNeely with the left foot, just wide. Back to Danny Waltman. Claire defending, Sosa defending for the Sockers. Claire gives chase, keeps the shape. Waltman back on the ball now. This game's seeing its way to the end. McNeely gets it into a danger area. Claire would love to launch one forward. Boyo gets there ahead of Waltman. Ruiz. Oh! El Vaquero almost scored a cheeky, beautiful goal. As Tacoma moves forward, I ask public address announcer Calvin McClurg, how much time is left in this fourth quarter?
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
McNeely. The Sockers are going to win this game. And now, in about 30-odd seconds time, as Matt Clare is going to get to this one. Can he put it into the empty net? He can't. Oh, Matty. Once this final horn sounds, this game will mean absolutely nothing. The 5-2 win for Tacoma back on Thursday night is going to mean absolutely nothing. You're talking clean slate. You're talking 15 minutes with the season on the line for both teams. The mini game. Some love it, some hate it. It's what we're going to have. It's a challenge. It's old school. It's wild. It's a bit weird. But again, we got one coming. Waltman, save made by Toth. And Toth throws out for Clare. Clare would love to get one into the empty net. He's got Tovar in the middle. He plays it to him. Eric Tovar with the icing on the cake. Sockers 9. Stars 3. 6 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. The Sockers are going to win over 60 minutes. And we're going to head for the mini game. 15 minutes for all the marbles. Unselfish again from Matt Clare. That's his third assist of the night.
Scored by number 51, Eric Tovar.
The horn sounds. Both teams head to the dressing rooms for 15 minutes. We'll be back in just under 15 minutes here on MASL TV for 15 minutes of all the marbles action in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Both teams fighting for their lives, fighting to keep their seasons continuing. It's essentially one quarter for everything. Tacoma won 5-2 on Thursday night up in the Pacific Northwest. Way down here in the southern reaches of the Golden State. A couple of nights later, the Sockers win 9-3. Throw those results out the window. It's minigame time, folks. We're going to take a break here on MASL TV. When we come back, we'll have the start of the minigame for you. So, as I said before, go make yourself something nice. Whatever your choice of beverage, go grab one. Grab a quick snack. Tell a friend to tune into this thing. This is going to be fun. This is going to be action-packed. This is going to be intense. See if tempers are kept in check. See if the boiling point is hit in a number of ways. We'll see if the Sockers can win this mini game and keep the dream alive and keep the quest for 15 going here in this 2017-18 MASL season. It's the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. It's the mini game upcoming. Your final score one last time in the 60 minutes that you just saw here in Game 2 of this Pacific Division Championship Series. San Diego Sockers 9, Tacoma Stars 3. But again, throw that 5-2 win for Tacoma and that 9-3 win right there for the Sockers out the window. We'll see you come mini game time in just a few minutes. Sit tight. We're back after this on MASL TV. Don't go anywhere.
your winnings. Once again, soccer's merchandise booth over at Section 2. All right, Valley View Casino Center, we are going to the third game of this series. We're gonna need you as loud as you can get for the entire time. Let's hear ya.
Back inside the Valley View Casino Center here in San Diego, California. The mini game awaits. A trip, most likely to Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Be the reward for the winner of this mini game. Not official yet. A series between Monterrey Flash and Soles de Sonora. Still got to conclude tomorrow. Nobody's thinking down on the carpet below us about Sonora or Monterrey right now. Tacoma beat the Sockers 5-2 on Thursday night. The Sockers beat Tacoma 9-3 tonight. And now, those results thrown to the wayside. They count in the sense that they've gotten us here. They mean nothing in terms of the effect on the next 15 minutes. It's a clean slate. It's a raucous crowd here inside the VVCC. It's good to be with you. My name is Nate Abarrea, Ross Callan, and our fantastic Sockers broadcast crew bringing this one to you live on YouTube on MASL TV. The Sockers are going to be defending the goal to our left. And a beautiful moment there between the two goalkeepers. Waltman and Toth shake hands. Two new players on the roster for the Sockers for this mini game. It is allowed. Ray Reza and Max Toulouse are on the squad now for the Sockers. See who the two players removed. Tacoma's going to have kickoff. We are going to have 15 minutes to decide a Pacific Division champion in the 2018 Ron Newman Cup playoffs. And the mini game is underway. Another very warm good evening from me, Nate Abarrea, wherever and however you may be watching this thing. 9:20 p.m. here on Saturday, March the 10th, 2018. It's the time for the Sockers to step up and show their worth and keep their season alive, keep the quest for 15 alive. This one's knocked down to Contreras. Situations like these, it's who makes the least amount of mistakes and who capitalizes on the mistakes of the opposition. Keats, back to Danny Waltman. Waltman off the boards. This one rolls out. It's just going to be Soccer's ball on the sidewall. No delay of game. Got a cruel ricochet there in the end of it. Craig Giles over this free kick. 14-14 left in the game, we'll say. Contreras, goal! Goal, 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 goal! Contreras, 1-0 Sockers! Giles to Contreras, captain to captain. And 49 seconds into this deciding 15-minute period, the Sockers jump out in front. Low and hard, past the outstretched dive to the right of Danny Waltman.
Scored by number 3, Raimundo Contreras. Assisted by number 37, Craig Giles. Time of the goal, 49 seconds. Again for the Sockers.
You heard it again there from Callum McClurg. 49 seconds into the minigame, the Sockers strike first. Just what the doctor ordered. Team that scores first in these minigames tend to do pretty well. Last year, the Sockers saw their season come to an end in one of these minigames. Soles de Sonora. After they went down to Hermosillo and after losing the home leg that first round playoff series, they went down to Hermosillo and won over 60 minutes. Then the minigame started. Pereira pulls the trigger. Oh, what a save by Chris Toth. Buddy, you remember me? Your old friend? What a save by Toth on his best mate in the world, Nick Pereira. What an equalizer that would have been. Toth saying no way. Soles scored first in that mini game a year ago. Went on to win 6-0 in that mini game. First goal rather important. Start the momentum train. Waltman with the head off the glass. Claire takes a big swing that was rather high up with the boot there. We played 2 minutes here in the minigame. Sosa. Forward to Contreras, who's got the lone goal. Raimundo. Sosa. Pestered by McCluskey. Giles giving chase into this corner. Waltman on his own goal line. The big physical defender, Evan McNeely. Hard work from Ruiz. Boyle wins it back for the Sockers. They would love a 2-goal advantage. Giles over to Matt Clare on this near right side. Clare wanted to shoot, thought better of it. Peels it back all the way to the halfway line and John Sosa. Sosa back over to Pollo. Hiram Ruiz going at his defender. Being faced up by Ramon Palmer. It's over with Matt Clare now. Clare blasts it back outside of his right foot to Cesar Cerda. Cerda. Back to Sosa. Colombian forward Eric Tovar. Farber off the bench and straight onto the ball. Up into the air with some acrobatic moves. And we have a delay of game against Tacoma. Frantic clearance is going to lead to a dangerous set-piece opportunity for Craig Giles and co. Here we go. It's Craig Giles. It's off the wall. It just didn't budge. Tacoma players. Confusion there between, looked like Brandon Escoto and Luan Salas Oliveira as to who was going to get that thing. Ends up going out. Tacoma get us back underway. Waltman on the ball. Forward to Keats. Look over here, it's McNeely. Waltman again. Waltman forward. Headed out by LSO. Childs. Ooh, straight into the back of Jertson. Tacoma bench wanted a call. At least a foul. They get nothing. Instead, the ball trickles to Childs, who scores an absolute beauty. 2-0 Sockers. Craig Childs. Who else? Goal! El Capitán. Qué bonito. That thing hit the back of the net so hard it came right back out. That is a touch of class from Craig Childs. You look up clean hit in the dictionary. There's a shot of that goal.
Scored by number 37, Craig Childs. Assisted by number 8, Zay Roberto. Time of the goal, 3:44. Again for the Sockers, the goal by Childs.
Uphill battle for the Stars of Tacoma now. Next goal, pivotal. A 3-0 lead for the Sockers. A 2-1 deficit for Tacoma. A world's difference. Next goal, oh so important. Troy Peterson. Forward to Pereira. Couldn't find him. Peterson comes into the challenge. It was won by Ruiz. Hiram wants to go. Boyle plays it out left to El Vaquero, and Eddie Velez. He handled the ball a couple of times. He fell. Play on, they say. Well, nutmeg Claire. Nifty stuff there from Cox. Jamal Cox fires. It's just wide. Woo! And here's Matt Claire. Claire goes. Hesitation. 9-9. Up the right. 9-9. Saved by Waltman. Rebound into the arms of Waltman from Tovar. Under 10 minutes remaining in one of these teams' seasons. Confusion as to who was coming off for Tacoma. Now they get the right personnel on the pitch. Mattingou. Long ball forward, tries to find Pereira. Pereira going at Sosa. Veteran on veteran. Pro on pro here. And Sosa's just got both hands and Pereira's back. Pereira eventually gets it back out to Mattingou. Fires it with the outside of the right foot. Deflected. Pereira in the corner now. Nick Pereira again pinned up by John Sosa, who's got both arms outstretched. He's got to be careful. The Sockers defender. Get caught with both hands in the cookie jar by the officials. One eventually trickled out and it goes all the way back to Danny Waltman. The Sockers are 9 minutes away from a trip to the Western Conference Championship. Foul on Pereira. Bit of frustration from the big man. 8:55 left. Timeout on the floor. The San Diego Sockers, in the midst of all this, would like to thank United Healthcare. Got Medi-Cal? Get more with United Healthcare, proud sponsor of the San Diego Sockers. Join a community of more than 6 million Medicaid members nationwide. Visit uhccommunityplan.com. The Sockers also want to thank Dr. Corey Lickman, the sports chiropractor who keeps the players healthy on and off the field. Find out more at drcorey.com. Again, that's drcorey.com. Dr. Corey, huge thanks to the chiropractor extraordinaire. And Sockers fans, Sushi Lounge on Market offers fresh sushi and inventive cocktails at their downtown location on 4th and Market. To your home or office, learn more at www.sushiloungeonmarket.com or give them a call at 619-696-6262. Barrel Republic, the official beer bar for the San Diego Sockers and the place to go for the largest selection of craft beers. You can enjoy the beautiful tasting rooms in Pacific Beach, Carlsbad, and Oceanside, where you have the freedom to pour. Sockers fans, bring your Sockers ticket to the PB location after the game and select craft beer from the 44 self-pour taps will be 10% off. Again, that's Barrel Republic, proud sponsors of the San Diego Sockers. Nate Abarrea here with you on MASL TV. The Sockers lead in this crucial mini game, 2-0. Childs assisted the first. Nice finish from Raimundo Contreras. Childs scored the second. Beautiful goal of his own. 8:55. Escoto trying to win this thing back in the opposition quarter, and he does so. Gritty work from Escoto, but unfortunately, before anybody can be proud of that bit of work, Tacoma gets the ball back, and now it's all the way back to Toth. Good defensive work by Cerda there to get it back for the Sockers. Toth forward to Childs. Flying through that challenge was Evan McNeely. No love lost between McNeely and Childs, I'll tell you that. Here's Keats. Keats back to Danny Waltman. Pereira. Went for the one-time effort there, trying to hit it back across the face of goal. It was blocked. Here's McNeely again. Forward to Pereira. Pereira. A crowd of bodies there. And Tacoma's back on it now. It's Lund. LSO being pushed by Lund. We'll call those. Tacoma continues their pressure. Crucial header there for McNeely. Forward to Pereira. Oh, it's Lund with the left foot. And if he pulled it just a little bit more wide, it would have turned into a hell of a cross for Robert Palmer. But now here's Pereira. Nifty bit of footwork from the big man. Pereira still on it. Stole it away by Zé Roberto. Toth out with the left foot. The Sockers might get into bunker mode rather soon here. Tacoma starting to throw the kitchen sink here. Throwing caution to the wind. Tacoma putting everything forward. We still got 7 minutes and change remaining here in this 15-minute period. This game of its own to decide the champion of the Pacific. Waltman. Over to Matangu. Roberto, Cerda, knocked it away, and it's back to Toth. 6:40 left. Farber forward. He's got Boyo over here on this right side. Ruiz! Goal! Boyo, Iram Ruiz, unselfish as ever, Brian Farber. Farbisi saw Boyo streaking up the right, knocked it over to him, and Ruiz goes 5-hole on Waltman and gives the Sockers a 3-goal lead with 6:33 left here in the minigame. Beautiful stuff from the home side. The Valley View Casino Center in absolute bedlam. Gorgeous. Farber, Ruiz. Sockers at their finest.
San Diego Sockers goal! Scored by number 63, Hiram Ruiz. Assisted by number 7, Brian Farber.
Already with the 6th attacker, Tacoma Stars. No choice now. One more goal would spell curtains. Although this 3-goal advantage, it might be enough. We'll see. Contreras defense. Oh, it's Cerda. It's Cesar Cerda! Oh, Cesar! Go on! Empty netter, 4-0. Sockers are moving on. 5:53 left in this thing. They went with the 6th attacker, and again they're made to pay for it. Cerda, just seconds after the restart, Just seconds after Boyo made it 3, Cerda makes it 4. Simple in the end of it. He picked up a loose ball, pushed off, just shredded the Tacoma defender, put it into the empty net from his own half.
Scored by number 9, Cesar Cerda. Assisted by number 3, Raimundo Contreras. Time of the goal, 9:07. Again for the Sockers, the goal by Cerda from Contreras at 9:07.
Drive from distance by Jertson, and eventually this one's going to get knocked up into the crowd. It's been a long evening here inside the Valley View Casino Center. We still got 5:23 left here in this minigame. Free kick for Tacoma. Chance to get one back. Instead, you're going to think about it. Timeout Stars. The Sockers, they lead 4-0 here in this decisive minigame. Decide the fate of one of these teams' seasons. It's looking rather likely. It's going to be Tacoma. Going to see their campaign come to a close. Raimundo Contreras, Craig Childs, Boyo Ruiz, and Cesar Cerda. They've got the 4 goals. Have the Sockers in this 4-0 lead. Sockers want to thank All-Time Awards and Engraving. They've been serving San Diego's leader in sports, corporate, and academic awards for over 20 years. Visit the website, www.ataengraving.com, for all your promotional product and recognition needs. Again, that is ATA Engraving, proud sponsors of the San Diego Sockers. And remember that golf course I was telling you all about last week that Craig Elston has told you all about, painting these beautiful verbal illustrations of ancient oaks and huge granite boulders and sparkling lakes? Well, you, my friend, you can enjoy San Diego County's most dramatic golf layout, Mount Woodson Golf Club, where golf is only part of the experience. Use the online promo code SOCKERS to receive $10 off your next round. Another huge thank you to Mount Woodson Golf Club, proud sponsors of the Sockers. Free kick Tacoma. Little piece of trickery, sees Pereira. It was a spin move and a big swing of the right foot, and Pereira throws a body check into Ruiz. Ruiz gets back up barking, and Nick Pereira came walking right back over, and now everybody's got to keep the emotions in check here. And it's going to be a yellow card to Hiram Ruiz. Boyo sees yellow, and you look at Eddie Velez and Ray Contreras, they're trying to just control Ruiz, making sure he doesn't do anything that's going to cause a suspension. Need him in these Ron Newman Cup playoffs. He's been outstanding in this minigame. But it was Nick Pereira who had come over and thrown a hard hip check into Ruiz. Ruiz hot back up. Jawing at Pereira. Pereira then said, "Oh, you want a piece of me?" Came walking over to Boyo, and then everybody got in the middle, and then I'm not sure exactly what was said. Surely bilingualism in full effect. Regardless of what language it came in, it was something the officials did not appreciate. Yellow card came out to Ruiz. So there's 5:17 left in this minigame. Ruiz is going to miss the next 5 minutes.
Ruiz. 2 yellow card penalties for dissent. Time of the penalties, 9:53. Again for the Sockers, the penalties, number 63, Hiram Ruiz. 2 5-minute major yellow card penalties for dissent. Time of the penalties, 9:53.
Ooh, well, you hear that clarification there from Callan. 2 yellow card penalties against Ruiz. So dissent on dissent. I'm not sure what he said exactly, but I'm pretty sure I can't repeat it. Oh, that one's just wide. That one's just high. Well, the rally towels have been swinging above the heads of the Soccer's faithful here at the Valley View Casino Center. A few balloons flying in the air moments ago. People are ready for the final horn. Oh, that one's just high, and Toth grabs it as it comes back down. It's been festive all night long. Vibrant atmosphere here inside this arena. They love these Soccers. Here at this place, venue so many around the arena soccer landscape know oh so well. Back to the glory days in the old MISL, the old sports arena days. Soccer's looking to write some new history, the quest for 15. This has been a memorable night. Phil Salvaggio, Soccer's coaching staff, the Soccer's players, and every Soccer's fan in this building hoping the next 4 minutes and 20 seconds are smooth sailing, and that this is indeed a fine night to remember in the illustrious history of the San Diego Soccers. How about that for a fifth? How about that for a fifth? The Soccers, through Eric Tovar and the gorgeous distribution of Brandon Escoto, have got a handful of goals here in this mini game, and they look surely bound for the next round. Soccer's 5, Stars 0. Escoto, nifty poke through for Tovar, who was taken out by Waltman, but did just enough to chip it up and over the charging Stars goalkeeper. And the Soccers are turning it into a laugher here in this vital extra period.
Goal! Scored by number 51, Eric Tovar. Assisted by number 19, Brandon Escoto. Time of the goal, 10:50. Again for the Soccers, the goal by Tovar from Escoto at 10:50.
Toth launches it forward. Waltman collects. And Pereira and Cesar Cerda jawing off the ball right now. Pereira, surely not the happiest man in the building. Again, Phil Salvaggio, after tempers flared at the end of game 1 of this series. Salvaggio and the Soccer's coaching staff and the captains out there. Oh, and this one goes in. It's under Toth. It's a goal for Philip Lund. It's 5-1. Well, don't start talking about the next round, says Philip Lund. Still a mountain to climb. 3:14 left here in this mini game. Crazier things have happened, but it still seems less than likely the Soccers would surrender a 5-0 lead in this mini game.
Tacoma goal, scored by number 8, Philip Lund. Assisted by number 20, Anthony McCoy.
Tovar off the post from like Ray Reza. Talked about Reza joining the ranks for this mini game. He and Max DeLute did not suit up the 60 minutes earlier tonight. Reza hitting the post there. Sosa out wide to the aforementioned Max DeLute. DeLute, long ball, trying to find Brandon Escoto. Well, the goal here could make it interesting. And a goal here, it's not going to happen. Tying wide, off the top of the glass, up into the netting, off the foot of McCluskey. McCluskey didn't know it was coming to him. He's trying to get to the bench. Now here's Lund. Keats knocked away. McNeely gives chase back to Waltman. Waltman's got to be careful here. Escolto was pressuring. Gertsen deflected up into the netting. 2:03 left. Well, if Soles de Sonora were to work the ultimate miracle in Monterrey tomorrow, win over 60 minutes and win the minigame, the Sockers would host the Western Conference Championship, but more than likely, this win in the minigame tonight, after the 9-3 win in 60 minutes prior. Oh, as Waltman is creeping into the back post. McNeely, blocked by Raimundo Contreras. Tovar, forward to Farber. Farber's thinking about it. Hit his back to goal, and he was still thinking about it. Lund drives one. Blocked. Gertsen cuts back. Cuts back again. Cuts back again. In the corner, Pereira back to Lund. High into the netting. 1:39 left. This place is rocking. What a save once, and another save from Christos. Contreras giving chase now. Callan, how much time we got left?
Minute remaining in the game, 1 minute. Everybody on your feet and waving your towels. Let's go.
Foul whistled against Tacoma. It's a party inside the sports arena. Welcome to the Valley View Casino Center, my friends. This is what it's all about. This is the quest for 15. Farber gets back to provide a crucial intervention there. Player down, though, was fouled. Like Gertsen taken to the floor. Soles pull off the miracle, the Sockers would host the Western Conference Championship, but more than likely, Monterrey win tomorrow. It'll be the Sockers heading down to Monterrey for a one-game playoff with the Flash. Pereira to Waltman, deflected, cleared out. Pereira gonna chase this thing down. Eddie Velez would love a goal. Pereira knocks it forward. Farber giving chase. Gertsen with the drive. Farber knocks it away from Waltman. Brian Farber with the cherry on top. Sockers 6, Stars 1. Farber finishes it. Farber and Nick Pereira having a few words. They put an extra little touch on that one, Brian Farber. Waltman playing it all the way to the end. You'd expect nothing less from Danny Waltman. This one's in front. Oh, and it's a goal for Tacoma. So his celebrations are still going. That goal from Brian Farber, Tacoma get one right back. Unfortunately for the Stars of the Pacific Northwest, it won't matter. Their season has come to an excruciating close after beating the Sockers 5-2 up in Tacoma on Thursday night. The Sockers came back here on Saturday, March the 10th, 2018, in this building where they have not lost in the 2017-18 MASL season, and they beat the Stars 9-3 over 60 minutes to force the mini game. And in this crucial 15 minutes of extra arena soccer, the road to the Ron Newman Cup, the Sockers come out winners 6-2. What a night here in San Diego. For all of our fantastic staff members with the San Diego Sockers, everybody way up here in the terraces, way up here in Rosed, helping out with the broadcast all season long. Ross Callan, Dave Evenson, the entire crew. For my broadcasting colleague on assignment this evening, the incomparable one, Mr. Craig Elston, and for everybody involved with this Sockers team and with the Major Arena Soccer League at large. My name is Nate Abaurrea. It's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege being with you this evening. And one more time, your final score in the mini game. It's the Sockers 6, the Stars 2. San Diego takes down Tacoma, and it will likely be a trip down to Monterrey in the very near future for the San Diego Sockers as the quest for 15 continues. This has been a blast. Hope you've had half as much fun as I had this evening. If you had as much fun as I did, well, you had one hell of a night. Thank you so much for tuning this one in. Stay tuned online to maslsoccer.com for all of your MASL playoff information, and on Twitter at MASL Arena as the road to the Ron Newman Cup continues. And the Sockers, they're most definitely a part of the paving process. Sockers 6, Stars 2 in the mini game from Valley View Casino Center in San Diego, California, America's finest city. Nate Abaurrea saying good night. Bye for now.